Manny Pacquiao is the only boxer in history to win major world titles in 8 weight divisions. 9 of his world championships came from the Big Four sanctioning: WBA, WBC, IBF, WBO. 3 were from the ring. He also won the prestigious and coveted lineal championship in 5 different weight divisions: flyweight, featherweight, super featherweight, light welterweight and welterweight. The current boxing record of Pacquiao as of now are the following: 62 wins, 39 KO, 7 loss and 3 draws. And these are the top 3 boxers that made Manny Pacquiao boxing famous and a boxing legend. Number 1, Marco Antonio Barrera. Fight happened last November 15, 2003. Manny Pacman Pacquiao in the making.
Can he hold off Pacquiao with his skill, or is he going to be forced into a toe-to-toe battle?
And you see the graphic that presages first round action. 9 first round knockouts for Pacquiao, 6.
Jim, I'd like to point out that...
And Dickie Cole, or yes, Lawrence Cole.
Now let's see what happened on that knockdown. Or was it a knockdown?
A straight left landed by Pacquiao. When he landed, he twisted his body and ankle.
One step to get into range to land his jab, and since that time, he's been tactically in control.
Tactically in control with the jab, but Pacquiao is trying to take control. Is this going to be a good fight? Because neither guy is going to accept the other guy controlling him. Bother Barerra a little bit.
Barerra with a little swelling around the left eye. Perhaps the product of Pacquiao's long right jab. He's been knocked down 3 times in his career.
There is that
Never this early in a fight.
There is that left hand again. He doesn't see it coming, or he just can't cope with its speed.
Well, Pacquiao's got a little rhythm. He doesn't just come straight in. He goes a little kind of...
Not like this. Pacquiao is strafing Barerra with left hands. Marco's hanging in now. He's tasted the power, but Manny's
survived this round, and Pacquiao runs out of gas a few rounds later. Pacquiao's going to be in trouble, but if this stays right here, everything is great for Pacquiao. Just stays right here.
Pacquiao coming right through the right hand counter. Landed another big left hand. A wobbly Barerra trying to fend him off. That he is. Roach wants Pacquiao to disrespect Barerra, and so far he's done it.
He's done a great job of it too. And every time that Barerra jabs, he draws his right hand to his right side of his head, which means he's very vulnerable for straight left.
Barerra getting 3 chances to counter with the left hook, but taking a lot of left.
Oh, beautiful right cross. It came right back after shooting his left.
Now, this is where Julio Cesar Chavez
got it wrong with Pernell Whitaker, right?
Lost 9 or 10 rounds and got a draw out of it.
One of the worst decisions of the last 10 years.
Right.
Crowd comes alive as Barerra, for the moment, gives as good as he takes. Another right hand over the top. This is a round that judges could give to Barerra if they're looking for one to give to Marco. But Pacquiao's body punches set up another knockdown, and Lawrence Cole says it's not a knockdown. Their feet must have been tangled up. I'll tell you what, that was a hard left hand, and there's another one like it.
That looked like more of a knockdown, certainly, than the...
Harold Letterman, have you found any round since the first to give to Barerra?
No, Jim. 5 rounds to 1. 58, 54, Manny Pacquiao. Jim, on a knockdown, Marco Antonio Barrera hit the wet spot. You know where it's painted over there. His legs clearly came out from under him. I got to agree with Lawrence Cole. It was a slip. Other than that, Pacquiao, too aggressive, landing the harder shots.
Question. If he hit the wet spot, and that's why he went down, why didn't they stop the fight and wipe the wet spot?
Well, before the fight, they tried, without question, to wipe that wet spot. They were using paper towels, then they used the towel. It gets wet from sweat, there's no question.
Round 7 begins the way all the other rounds have begun.
Axe, come here, no.
And you hear Lawrence Cole saying accidental headbutt, and it is a big cut. Barrera's been cut many times before. That's a bad one, although it's small.
Then it's the fight's over, and it's
every indication is that he doesn't want to fight anymore. Even though I feel that the cut, even though it's bad, it probably could be stopped. But I don't think he wants to fight anymore.
Let's go.
Pacquiao, and I don't think it's going to change neither.
Barrera wincing, the blood dripping into the corner of his eye.
And Pacquiao's still determined not to let him take control over this fight. Even when he throws back, he's determined to come right back.
Now Barrera butts Pacquiao intentionally, and you saw it. He went right at him with his head. Oscar De La Hoya. He is Barrera's promoter, so the look of concern has to do with the jeopardy in which Barrera finds himself.
He's finding out what being a promoter is like.
Yeah, I think if Antonio Barrera is going to make it to the finish line, he's going to have to eat a lot of left hands to do it.
You have to wonder now whether the rematch third fight with Eric Morales will ever happen for Barrera.
Right now, it's very hard to see Barrera in any major fight right now after the show.
Yeah, man, he's taken a tremendous beating. In fact, my question is, as great as Barrera is, should his corner keep sending him out to take this kind of punishment?
That's a good question. It's not about winning.
I don't know that his pride would permit him not to go to the end.
I can't imagine that it would, but he's going to pay a heavy price in these last 2 rounds unless something changes.
And in addition to the straight left, Pacquiao is now being very effective with that right jab coming right over the shoulder, more like a right cross, really.
Well, and you heard Freddie Roach saying if you can land a right hook and follow it with the left, you're going to knock him out.
This is a fight that will shake up the boxing world.
Sure will.
Barrera is one of the highest regarded fighters in the world.
He's an icon.
Been one of the most entertaining fighters in the world. One of the most complete fighters in the world.
One of the most knocked down fighters in the world right at this moment.
Almost went down from exhaustion.
Yes,
in that occasion.
But officially should have been knocked down.
But he's taken a lot of left hands.
The greatest rivalries in boxing history began when Filipino superstar Manny Pacquiao puts the Ring Featherweight Crown on the line against one of Mexico's finest in Juan Manuel Marquez, aka Dinamita.
Everything he does, his body position, everything is leaving himself exposed when he throws his punches.
And he's getting picked off down the middle by Marquez as he did on a quick left hook there. And he fires the straight left hand, and there's the punching power.
Pacquiao coming at Marquez like a typhoon across the Pacific.
He's hurt now. He's hurt. He's not moving his head at all.
Marquez has been down twice. And he's off balance again. Lands a good straight left. That momentarily backs Pacquiao off.
But he's going straight back. But he's not getting away from the straight left at all. There's no head movement at all.
This is not the fight that Juan Manuel Marquez would have wanted.
Marquez is showing tremendous heart and determination.
Here's the second one. And at this point, it was as much speed as power that was befuddling Marquez.
Well, Marquez came out and tried to make a statement.
He caught him. Another straight left hand. Marquez.
The situation he's in right now.
Marquez lands a solid left. And another one.
Marquez making his stand, coming back, putting himself.
Marquez now a lot more aware of Pacquiao's speed, and therefore...
But he explodes out of that with that straight left.
Hard left hand by Pacquiao, landed flush. Freddie Roach is the sometime trainer of Mike Tyson. Back into the fight.
But when a guy comes back like this, even some of Pacquiao's supporters start respecting him. And he's actually looked like winning this round.
Still with his great speed, and he is able from time to time to get in, land the left, and then get back out. There's a hard right hand. Hard right hand by Marquez. Follows up with another. Pacquiao says, I'm fine. Holds his hands in the air. Low blow by Marquez. He got away with it. Pacquiao comes back with two big left hands. So just as Marquez decided to get offensive, Pacquiao was able to come back with that left hand. What a fight!
Pacquiao shooting for the straight left.
Marquez's right hand is finding the target over and over.
Right hand, uppercut, hook.
Hard right hand stuns Pacquiao. Pacquiao once again wants to fight fire with fire. Blood coming from Marquez's nose again. Exhausting fight. Both fighters fighting at a fast pace. Marquez hits Pacquiao right on the hip. Manny doesn't worry about it. Keeps coming after it.
Which pleases his spouse.
10-point bus system. It's not rounds. In rounds, I've got it 4 rounds to 2. Juan Manuel Marquez. But Pacquiao.
Seasoned fighter, you should be able to handle a fighter that only is effective with one punch.
The fighting CPA, Juan Manuel Marquez, takes a hard left-hand shot from Pacquiao.
But he's warmed up now.
And what a crowd. They go back and forth, chanting, cheering, challenging each other, just as the fighters do in the ring.
That was a good move right there on Marquez's part.
Finally got his chance.
Oh, Pacquiao landed it right to left. Marquez takes him well.
Trying to time him coming in and out.
But Marquez strafes him twice with the right hand. And as Pacquiao looks off balance, Marquez scores against the ropes.
Enough
and
to win
another
this
hard
round,
right to the body. And suddenly Marquez is in position to win the round.
Pacquiao is not a dangerous guy when you go to him because he's not a counter
by
puncher.
Pacquiao.
He only can punch when he's coming bouncing.
Pacquiao landing 2 1-2s. And another left. Big grin on Pacquiao's face as suddenly he begins experiencing some of his better success. Marquez gets him with a left. Blood trickling from Marquez's nose again. Hard right hand by Marquez. They trade shots at the center.
Biting their nails on the other side of the Pacific Ocean.
A lot of people biting their nails to win the fight. Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez answers immediately with the right. They get ready to trade again. Fight comes alive. Hard left hand by Pacquiao. Marquez backing up on the defensive again. Hard left hand by Pacquiao lands flush again. Dialing it in. He's finding the range. Lands again. Marquez misses with one right, now lands one. Gets Pacquiao
Damage. It was landing sharper. He was the cleaner puncher. 96-91, 6 rounds to 4. Manny Pacquiao. He's got that big point.
Pacquiao not letting it show here. Steps inside, lets his hands go again. Perfect right hand in return. Pacquiao's left, Marquez's right.
Mexican fans for showing the courage and the fortitude.
Stay standing throughout the round. Reddy Roach wants to take nothing for granted. He asked Manny Pacquiao to go knock Marquez out.
Both with great hearts.
2 fighters.
Giving you everything they've got.
2 real fighters. From their guts.
And I was just wondering if Marquez hadn't been so badly physically damaged the first round, this would have been one tremendous fight, even though
2004 can compare with this. Fire against fire. Down the stretch. The bell gets ready to ring.
One of the best fights in boxing. Why? You can see into both fighters' eyes that they really fight not only for money and fame, instead for passion, which is the love for the sport, pride, and for their fans. Regardless of being a Filipino or being a Mexican, boxing fans doesn't have nationalities, trust me, both boxing legends will be never forgotten.
Round 1 begins. Will it be a boxing match? Will it be a brawl? Will it be a little of both? The Filipino slugger. So Manny thinks that Morales is going to try to impose his size early, but tonight...
you know, the fact that Morales wanted to use the puncher's gloves also created...
First fight, Eric Morales had a contract that required both fighters to wear winning gloves They are called pillows by some. They are more hand protective than punch was coming to try to get him early. Eric has shown none of that in the first round, as he merely stands his ground in the middle of the ring and takes so much better with his right hand in the second fight than in the first. Another right hook lands.
Manny consistently beating Morales to the punch so far.
And Morales countering with a right hand that knocks Manny back. And Morales again countering properly upstairs. And Pacquiao comes back with his own assault. And both fighters' crowds.
For these fighters, this is just a warm-up round.
Gave the first round to Manny. Pacquiao crowd chanting Manny, Manny, Manny. Morales, who landed some good right hands in the first fight, tried to drive Pacquiao back with right hands there, but Manny comes back with a torrent of punches. Packed house, and of course you have ardent, spirited Mexican and Mexican-American Morales rooters sitting next to and among ardent, spirited Filipino and Filipino-American rooters for Pacquiao. Another for the ring. Good jab by Morales. Sweeping right hand partially blocked. Now Pacquiao lands a right and a left. And another right hook. And a left hand over the top. The sheer
as compared to Morales. Even though Morales is landing, he seems to be still uncoordinated as compared to...
Down goes Morales on a Pacquiao right hand.
I just don't think he has the strength that is stamina to hold over Pacquiao.
That was the fourth time in his career that Eric Morales has been knocked down.
And he doesn't see the punches coming, Jim.
Pacquiao again landing his straight left hand. Morales chases him and lands a right. They trade punches at the rope. And when they trade punches, Morales takes a gamble with Pacquiao's strength and power.
Pacquiao is
They have the last punch.
Letting his hands go, Eric Morales threw 80 punches in the second round, but Manny Pacquiao...
His jab is a lot better, even right to try to counter
this fight than was the case in the first two fights. Solid left. And unlike some punchers, Manny does have head movement.
Yeah, those is almost reminiscent of a little Aaron Proud, where he punches the body and then comes up on top.
Eric Morales, not afraid to fight with one of the most dangerous punchers in the sport.
some men walk over hot coals.
Right hook, the punch that...
Hard right hand, stun Morales. Pacquiao's all over him. Thinks he's got a chance. Morales slightly staggered after that last left hand. And down he goes. Solid left hand shot by Pacquiao, who did not like Morales saying that he didn't hurt him with punches in the second fight. Oh, what a solid left hand by Pacquiao. It's hard to imagine how Morales can last long against this.
Well, until he goes out, he's going to be fighting all the way down. He's not going to back up.
What guts by Morales! Yes. He strafes Pacquiao with right hands, even while on unsteady feet. 30 seconds to go. Another huge left hand by Pacquiao. Punch after punch after punch. And he wants to finish Morales right here. And the brave heart of Morales holds up, but his legs go again. Third knockdown of the fight by Pacquiao against Morales.
He doesn't want to get up.
Morales shakes his head as if to say, I want no more. That is that. Dick Dracula stops the fight. Manny Pacquiao has the knockout.
He looked into the corner.